All right, good afternoon, boys and girls. Just got in from shoveling my driveway. It's a little chilly out, but make sure you get outside today. As long as you dress for it, short breaks outside are okay. Check with your mom and dad, see what the wind chill is, and get some fresh air today. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about Chapter 6, and we're going to start working with really big numbers. This is going to feel like some third grade math. And the first thing I wanted to do is just go over how we make how we draw our quick pictures to represent a number. So there's a couple little things I just want to remind people about. So let's draw 111. 100, 110, 11. That's a good way to start because we'll get to see each way to represent the place values. So 100, hundreds are represented as a square. And then the 110, tens are a line. And I do try to make my tens the same height as my 100. I try to keep them so they're easy to read. I want them to be neat. If you make them sloppy, you can make some silly mistakes. And then 1 is just a dot. And it doesn't have to be very big. You could even make, if you want to let me do one over here, you could make like a little small circle if that's easy for you to see. Okay, so that's 100, 110, 11, 111. Let's do 234. So 200s. Okay, 200s, just two squares. Try to keep them about the same size. 3 tens, and again, I like to keep my tens the same height as my hundreds. It doesn't have to be exact, but I'm trying to be neat about it. And then 4 ones. And for my ones, I do put them in a stack. I would go 5 in the first row or column and 5 in the second. So 10 ones would look like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if I clicked one more, it'd be 10. That keeps them neat and easier to see. All right, let's try a big number. 567. All right, so 500. 1. And this is where sometimes I get sloppy too. I try to rush because I know I got to make a lot of each number or each place value. 2. 3, 4, 500, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my little trick is I put some extra space between the next. I do 5 and then I put a little space and get to the next one. It makes it easier to count. And with the ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I always fill top down and then come back up and fill this way. Makes it easy to count. Okay, so just a couple of reminders. Hundreds are squares, tens are lines, ones are dots, and I try to make them the same size as best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect by any stretch, but you do want things to be able to be easy to count. All right, so let's look at our job a little bit today. So we're going to draw quick pictures. We're going to write how many hundreds, tens, and ones in all, and then we're going to write the number. So I'm going to add 125 and 344 simply by doing quick pictures. So the first one, now here, let me show you something too. I'm going to use this hundreds grid. It's not super big, so I'm going to have to write my quick pictures a little bit smaller. And I'm going to put the first number towards the top of the place value grid, and my second number I'm going to put down here towards the bottom. I'm not going to draw a line through it necessarily, but I do want to keep it organized a little bit. So 125. I can't get too big. 100, 2 tens, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 344, same thing. I'm going to draw 3 hundreds. I'm trying to be a little bit careful because I know 3 is going to be crowded. 3 hundreds. And if I needed to, like if it was 400, I could fit another one up there. 300, 4 tens. Keeping them about the same height, 4 tens and 4 ones. 2, 3, 4. And since I'm adding these two, I'm going to count up the total number of 100s. 100, 200, 300, 400. There are 4 hundreds. What I've seen people do, here's the mistake I don't want you to make. Don't put 400 hundreds. Can you imagine how much room that would take to draw 400 hundreds? It's 4 hundreds. Okay? 4 hundreds. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 2 more is 6 tens. Then I've got 5 ones plus 4 more, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 ones. So 4 hundreds, 6 tens, 9 ones is 469. Just that easy. Okay, so I'm going to let you go ahead and do some slides. I'm going to give you some directions on the slides, but this is the idea that you could add 307 plus 251 simply by doing quick pictures for those two numbers and then counting up how many hundreds, how many tens, and how many ones you have. All right, good luck with your math today. Where's the little button? How do I stop this? There we go.